out here to speak to some entrepreneurs about past, present, and future of this particular city. There's gonna be a whole lot of people there. This is one of the hidden my photo events where I do some philanthropy work. So I can't wait to meet the entrepreneurs, speak with them, doing this type of thing, make me feel real good as far as the impact. So make sure y'all tap in, follow us as we vlog our journey through Kansas City. We in Kansas City. I ain't been in Kansas City maybe like 10 plus years.
It's kind of close to St. Louis, no?
Yeah, St. Louis is the cousin of Kansas City. It's right down the street. Probably about a nice 6-hour drive. Depending on how fast you drive, you probably get there in 4. I've taken that drive before. Went to school out in Mo West, right? So we used to come to KC to party. We used to have good times out here in Kansas City, you know? It was a vibe for sure. I definitely haven't been out here in a long time. Coming out here to speak to some entrepreneurs about the past, present, and future, right, of this particular city, right? And then get to speak to some of the black mayors. There's gonna be a whole lot of people there. But I feel like places like this, what you do is kind of smaller activations, right? Instead of completely skipping over them. But I haven't been here in a long time, so I wouldn't off top choose this city, absolutely not. I would choose a place to where it's a little easier for people to travel. When you throw events, you stimulate an economy, right? People that's gonna fly in, hotels, restaurants, right? Things of that nature. So if I'm gonna think about a place, I wanna make it convenient for people that has a dense black population that is also interested in wealth, interested in spirituality, interested in metaphysics, interested in, right, culture and futurism and moving forward. If you don't have that, what's happening, family? Blessings. I don't know. It might be some black people out here. It might be. It might be. I might change. I just changed it. I'm coming to Kansas City, y'all. You see y'all.
Oh, you busy, man? So I still keep a little. Just want to say thank you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that, guy.
Yes, sir.
Kansas City ain't got no love for keys.
It seemed like 2 out of 10 black people so far. 3 out of 10. That's 30%. Pretty good so far.
Watching you since I was a young kid.
Oh, yeah.
Man, so it's nice to see you in person, man.
Yes,
For
sir.
sure. Man, I already knew who you was. I'm like, I know
Yes,
that's
sir.
kids, man.
I appreciate you. What's your name?
Scoop,
Pleasure to meet you, Scoop. Yes, sir. I must be getting old. He said he's been watching me since he was a kid. I was looking at me when we spoke at that school in Oakland.
Yeah, so yeah, he posted it.
Yeah, them children graduated now.
I know.
Man.
That's I seen that the other day, man.
But it's also so beautiful just thinking about like going to those schools, talking to children, meeting people, and like you having a connection and an impact on their lives. You know what I'm saying? Like they now are adults. In the moment, you're not thinking about this. 4 or 5 years later, they want to be grown people. But it's beautiful to be, along that journey where they can be like, yo, I spoke to 19 kids, and I feel like I spoke to them because I don't know who they will become in the future. So I just think about those connections you make along the way. That's why I like talking to the youth, because you literally are talking to the future. The cost of living is too high, and then quality of living is too low. And there's not that many constructive activities for people to do, And like my brother Vince say, creativity minus opportunity equals criminality. So it's too much energy. Unfortunately, like Oakland has had so many movements come and go, from the Panthers to the bakery, you know what I'm saying? So much consciousness in and out of that city.
The government's role is giving funding to organizations that are actually already doing the work. It's that simple. It's like you don't gotta reinvent the wheel and try to, like, people are already doing things and they already are passionate about getting those things done already. You give them a budget, you give them more money to actually do things.
Done.
When you travel now that, we got the High Lvl Club in LA on Melrose, building up. Does it feel different when you travel now? It's like, damn, I'm not at the spot.
Yeah, because we just got a new table in. You ain't even seen the table. I see we moved everything around. We're couch right here. I understand why, because of the flow. The gong rather. Yeah, that sound. Don't really like the sound. I feel like it's not as pure as that, like, doom. It might be something in the acoustics of the way that it's hanging. It's it's not exactly what I had envisioned. It's like you have a vision and then what you thought and then what it is. Yeah, I don't like the placement of the plants. I don't think they really utilize for how they could be. I don't even feel like walking on this because it doesn't feel like it's really the centerpiece.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It don't really, it feels like it's like a, I don't know, like it's just a stage thing. You're not really supposed to interact with it. It's not functional. I like the table, I don't like the chairs with it. I think the chairs make the table feel like, it makes it feel unserious. Like this is a place where I want to like plan for war. You know what I'm saying? Design, but these little chairs make it feel like it's for kids.
Thanks.
So I don't like the table. And I don't even know if I like the way that it's placed this way. I think I would turn it that way. I most likely would take the couch and put it somewhere over there. But yeah, I give it a 6 out of 10, 6.5 out of 10 as far as where it's at. We only, unfortunately, gonna have this space to the 15th, so we already looking for a new space to put everything in. It's a pop-up, so it is what it is. You pop up, you show out, you leave. Oh, it's raw. I ain't gonna lie. Like, she did a good job on that table. You know, the table is what I've been waiting for out of everything. I didn't really, yeah, the other stuff I wasn't even really caring about. Like, if we only had a table in there, I'd be happy. I'd just be in there working and inviting people to the shop.
It's the ego that makes people think that they should be bosses. The boss role isn't about attention. It's actually about sacrifice. And I feel like that's what's missed in our community. We think that's about like, that's the face of the organization. No, a lot of times the face of the organization be number 2s, number 3s, number 4s. A lot of times the number 2, number 3, number 4 makes more money. And you know what I mean, while things are getting going. The number 1 is getting paid last at the very end. But we so worried about the title instead of understanding what the responsibility is with it. And it's causing a lot of issues in our culture, man. Like, it's okay to be an employee. It's okay to be a number 2. It's okay to be talent. All these things are okay. There's literally nothing wrong with that. But for some reason, that stuff has a negative connotation. So you got people who have the egos and they want the shine, and they put themselves in a role that they're not suited for, and they do it without the integrity. Their value system is off.
I think that originally comes from this idea. Our first protest was working for the white man, but we've converted that into protesting, working for and with each other. You know what I mean? And that's where that mentality has stuck. And it wasn't a, you can't work a job. It was, don't make this the end all be all for those who have the capability of doing something bigger. But we've converted that into this very, I don't know, it's a terrible mentality where it's at now.
If you listen, the likelihood that a founder or a solo founder or a hustler can become a CEO is slim. Slim to none. It's a totally different mindset. And like, so to think that we can just do that, most people are really good hustlers. They're really good solopreneurs. There's very few folks that are gonna run and make sure that their employees eat and are taken care of first.
Wall Street motherfucking trapper. What's going on? Yeah. What's up with the God, man?
Oh, hold up. What's going on, man? Come on, man. Let's do it in booty.
Hey, I just got off the flight, man. I'm in Kansas City right now.
Oh, you out there in the boat city?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to come down here with the people, man. Actually, it's been popping out here. Like, I say about. She gotta meet with some black mayors and some billionaires and some entrepreneurs and with my brother Keenan and some philanthropy work, man. You know, sometimes.
I want to ask you.
I want
to ask if you got into the play today.
No, I was on the flight. I missed the coming to KC. That ain't cool. That ain't cool. That's poetic injustice right there. That's poetic injustice right there.
Tell me this. What's your favorite barbecue? Are you
I don't eat barbecue. Oh, Jesus.
I don't like sauce.
I can't trust this.
Yeah.
I mean, that just threw the whole thing. You told me about some wings with no sauce.
Oh God, no. Ugh.
God.
I like protein. I just don't like messy food.
I mean, is the chicken seasoned? What's on there?
Seasoning. The seasoning.
They're breaded, lightly breaded. Now, if I go, I'll go to
flavors
Sauce.
Lightly
Yeah.
breaded, no seasoning, no sauce. Just the way I like it. We just got out of No Sauce Roberts' car. Now we at the Gates Barbecue. See what this is about. Hey, yeah, boy. How you doing there? Oh, magnificent. Oh, by the way, they pay for everything down there. Oh, it tastes better when it's free. You know, black people like being free. We like everything free. Free us, free food. Just coming off Juneteenth move. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta burn as much as you eat just to maintain. Then you gotta burn more than you eat to get muscle. So like the amount of calories in there, that's a lot of workout. And being able to transfer that into muscle,
10 out of 10 for sure.
this will put you at a deficit. Yeah, I told you. I'm magnificent.
10 out of 10 for sure.
There are certain recipes that should be national treasures for the whole country. Like, there shouldn't be places that have very good and people that have very bad. Like, you shouldn't be able to open a restaurant unless they got a certain level of taste satisfactory.
Thank you. Let me know. I appreciate it. I'm sorry for working.
It's all love. I appreciate you.
Take care.
You have a blessing. You know what I love about that the most is the fact that they probably wouldn't know her interest, but if she's tapped in, she watching high level conversations, you know what I'm saying? Getting exposed to different consciousness and information. Like that to me is the most beautiful part of it. And that to me is not me, it's like their interests. You feel me? And you would never know that woman to be interested in those particular type of topics and things of that nature. So I don't even look at it like they're interested in me. I'm looking at it like they're interested in consciousness and various subjects of awareness.
I'll tell you about this the Gates franchise. I'm not sure if it's still black owned or all that. I believe it is, right? It's still in the family. I know there's like all this,
And it's not Bill Gates.
no, all this drama with like how the barbecue family split up. But man, they have franchise and they bought like sections of towns where they have like, Gates this, Gates that. Like they turn it into like a whole family thing. It's dope.
Welcome on back, Mr. No Sauce.
All right.
No sauce wrong. You might as well be our driver for the day, man. Might as well.
Where's the rest of your crew?
They split up. They had to go work.
I don't think there's really any like gangs like in LA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's cliques. People are clicked up into a certain
What
group.
clique are you a part of?
No sauce.
I feel like I've been here though, actually.
What's happening with you, good brother?
Nice to meet you, man. Architect company owned by a black man.
Yes, sir.
Very progressive. He's done between 50 and he's done 44 stadiums between 50 and 120 million dollars. So we really designed like baseball parks for minor league teams. So what I do is I do the designing. I do a little bit of architecture. I do like the clothes and the furniture and stuff like that. So we go in and we design the park. And what I'm doing now is basically putting together so I can design these suites that are in some of these businesses and stuff like that. So you come.
He designed the furniture at the daiquiri spot.
Yeah, the daiquiri
18.
spot. I built everything in there.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Those are my people down there. 'Cause I bought a 20,000 square foot church, and I bought a 12,000 square foot building to put together a furniture factory.
Oh, man.
So I put a furniture factory to produce, because I don't like brown couches. I don't like the grandma's couch. I don't like brown. I don't like like, why are we still in our grandma's couch? So I do a lot of furniture with a lot of different colors. Like, this is like an end table I'm making. You know what I'm saying? It's got Tales from the Crypt, kind of with the themes, have the little leg and stuff like that. But you see my page, I make couches like very vibrant colors and stuff like that. We don't have to be like, to where your couch is like your statement piece in your home, not your not the painting on your wall. This is the Jordan 1 Lost and Found. So, you know, it's an old shoe, it's a scuffed shoe. Before, you know, I'm an artist, so I got a little bit aggravated, but I was like, you know what? When you scuff your shoe, you would normally kind of like scuff it right here. It's like in the perfect place. It was made so.
Yo, that's
like
so hard. Yo,
so 3 chairs.
That's crazy.
It's a lean back chair.
Yeah.
It's a middle chair, and I have a.
Ooh, that's hard.
That's so hard.
And then the tongue is a sleeping bag.
Yeah.
Yo, and the scuff really is in the perfect spot though.
Right spot.
Yeah.
Like
So
this is exactly where you would
when
scuff
I saw
your
that and got
days.
mad about it, I'm like, nah, that's where it's supposed to be.
How long you been doing this?
Man, I never had a job. I've been creating stuff since I was probably about 14.
I love that. A true creator, man. That's real high level club. I think we need to get more into design as a people. So because you can't really think about designing your own future in your own world, right? And design has certain elements and ethos in it to where design creates interface. You know what I mean? You're forced to interact with something the way it's designed.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's how buildings are designed.
Right.
Interact with them. People don't know that. They're
Right.
things too.
Right. That's why we live in the architecture of white minds because we don't design our own buildings. So we forced to interact with it based on their ergonomics or lack of.
So this is my.
Look at this door, first of all. Look at this door. How you gonna do us like that? Wait a minute.
Hold on, let me hit the light for you. Hold on.
This is a tourist destination. This is like
That's
the
what I told
one.
you, man. You was in Kansas City. Hey, you ain't another place like this.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Hell no. This one of the coolest.
LA you is, but not.
As soon as you said architecture and design, I already knew I was pulling up.
You ain't gonna see this in LA.
My man's got a garage door on the second floor.
The more we make.
Dope. Never seen that.
Yo, I really didn't even process it. Like, I didn't even process the fact that we on the second floor. Yeah. And he just opened up the garage door. And then, that took a second.
Current culture is represented by popular culture, right? So entertainment, right? And arts, but not in representation of design and architecture and science and mathematics. So I plan on doing this high level world, and the idea is the full representation of the spectrum of culture, right? It's like when we ask, like, who's the most popular scientist? Most people are gonna tell you Neil deGrasse Tyson, because that's all they know. And that's only because he's a celebrity scientist. But we don't know who's actually done things in fields.
You don't know the top 5.
Right. We don't know who's published the most important paper. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have those things as representation of, oh, that's our culture. When we say culture, we literally mean arts and entertainment.
I don't know, man. This pop-up was something special.
It's initiation.
Initiation.
Yeah. Hold on, man. Let me get his door. Let me get his door.
Well, go ahead.
But for me, having the hindsight of seeing black men build, right? It's like studying our history in America. You study inventors and innovators and, you know, entrepreneurs and people who broke the mold. Then you automatically have this hindsight of that's what's in me and that's what's possible. But unfortunately, the way that we taught about our past is as if it starts at slavery, right? Like, we haven't been doing something in this country for the last 400 or 500 years.
So we call it being pissed because it's poverty-induced stress trauma, right? The poverty in the first place is your issue. You can't even afford the stress and trauma that comes with it because you can't afford the hospital bill that comes with it, which is just adding on and tacking on and tacking on and tacking on. But trying to speak to somebody about a root of a problem when the symptom is so painful, right, it's tough.
Are we low level or high level?
If you're gonna jump into Crownz society, you're saying that I represent power, I represent knowledge of self.
Stepping in the name of drip, get ready with me. Stepping in the name of drip, get ready.
I wear the crown to just symbolize, like, I know who I am, I know why I'm here, I know my purpose.
It's abundance, it's royalty, it's prosperity, it's energy.
Put in. Yeah. I gotta walk with my head held high because you gotta see this and you gotta see this.
I believe that if anybody wants to be able to protect their mind and be able to think freely, you gotta get Crownz Society today, man.
Neo after the blue pill, the color palette's all black. James Bond mixed with Malcolm X in my Che Guevara era.